Beautiful one. Ah. So welcome once again to another extremely detailed video. So hi everyone, this is Jiggy, a portrait and wedding photographer from the Philippines, and welcome to the channel and welcome once again to my small home studio. Now you might have seen in the intro that we have a lot of things happening here and I want to do this as detailed as possible. So we are going to be creating a few fine art portraits of my daughter using just one speed light and a backdrop that I am truly in love with, which is this one. So the backdrop that we're going to be using today is this. This is a collapsible 1 meter or 1.5 meter by 2 meter backdrop from Kate Backdrop. And by the way, if you guys are new to the channel, this shooting area is a relatively small shooting area of about 2 meters wide and 3.5 meters deep. Now you might see that there's a white backdrop here, but that actually just represents a white wall. I want to limit it here until the edge of the wooden area, which is about 3.5 meters deep, which I will not really be maximizing because I'll be shooting from here. Now look at this one. This is one of my favorite backdrops whenever I am shooting fine art portraits. It's so small, it's collapsible, it's printed on non-reflective fabric, and look at how it looks like. Look at that. Look at how beautiful that backdrop is. And the best thing about it, it is reversible. So you've got another design here in the back, but in this particular video, I want to shoot with this one. Now you could have it standing up, but since my daughter is going to be about this small, I want it wider, so I will put it here. So let's say, for example, that you were limited with space and this area was already a wall. This particular backdrop, you could just make it lean on the wall, right? So the light that we're going to be using today is this. This is a Sony speed light. This is the F60 RM2. It's a battery operated speed light. Now, of course, you could use any light that's at your disposal, but today I just wanted to use one tiny speed light. And what I did is I put the diffuser in front just so that it will spread the light. And I'm mounting it, if you could see right here, I'm mounting it on the stand that came with the package. So it's there on my light stand. Now you guys might be wondering what this is. Well, this is technically a scrim. Now the reason why I have it set up this way is basically this is called book lighting. In other words, it's like a book. So what's going to happen is the light will bounce on this white panel, then reflect and go through this diffusion panel right here. And what that does is that it removes the hot spots. In other words, instead of having the light directly on my subject, I am bouncing it, making it softer, then diffusing it and making it even softer. So that's basically the light setup for this very simple one light portrait. Now let's talk about the camera that I will be using today. So the camera that I'm using is my Sony a7R Mark V with a 50mm 1.2 lens. However, I do have one secret setting that I did for this particular layout here in this camera, which I will discuss later. Now my settings are 1/250 f1.2 ISO 100. Now my flash is remotely controlled using this one. This is the WRC1M. But right now you can actually see that I have a lot of existing ambient light being detected or being captured by my camera because we have video lights turned on now. And my white balance, by the way, is at 8,000 Kelvin. So I'll put it down to 5,600 Kelvin because that is the color temperature of this light. Okay, so I think now is the perfect time for me to go into the most detailed portion of this particular shoot. I want to be able to show you the actual measurements of how far my camera is from the backdrop and how far my light is from my camera and to the backdrop. So my subject will be staying somewhere here. So she will be about 3 feet away from the background. And from the light, she will only be about 2 feet away. And from the camera, we have about 5 feet. Now this particular scrim, it's actually called a scrim, is about 4.5 feet wide and 3 feet, well, tall as of this moment. And the height of the flash is about 3.5 feet, give or take. Okay? So with that, I think it's time for me to call in my super, super, super cute model today. Come on in, Wana. Hi, Wana. Hi. Wow, you look fantastic, Wana. You want to stay there in your position? There. Okay, so right now you could see that, Wana, can you move here? Move here. We have a lot of existing ambient light. So we want to remove that, right? So we will now change my settings because I want to shoot at 1.2 so that I can get a nice blur in my background. Now you might be wondering why at 50 millimeter I'm actually so tight, because I actually did this. On APS-C shooting, I turned it on. In other words, I transformed my full frame camera into a cropped body. Now, the reason why I'm doing that, I could have just easily shifted to my 85, but I actually wanted the bokeh of a 50, not that of an 85, because I didn't want to crush the background too much. So that's why I decided to just shoot with my 50 and technically crop in. Since I'm using my A7R Mark V, I have more than enough megapixel to do just that. Okay, so now let's remove all existing ambient light. So maybe about 1 over 1250. Then let me turn on my flash. Now, the moment I turned on my flash, you notice that obviously the moment that I turned on my flash, you saw that my exposure changed. And that's because live view was turned off automatically. This is the actual exposure of what my camera is seeing. This one is just for me to be able to see what I am actually shooting. By the way, I am recording everything live using this one, the Atomos Ninja V. In other words, every single image that you're actually going to see is straight out of the camera. Absolutely no editing will be done. Okay? Now my flash power is set at full power. Let's see how it will look like. One, I can just stand up there. Let's just do some test shots. And it's actually nice already. It's perfect. For 1 over 1250, I am, if you see it, I am on high speed sync. Therefore, I need all the power that my flash can actually give. Wanna, do you mind facing the light a bit? Yes, this way, including your hips. There, perfect. There we go. And perfect. I love it. Give me a hint of a smile, Wana. And you know what's missing? I think the fact that we actually set our white balance at 5600 Kelvin, this flash is set at 5600 Kelvin, more or less a color temperature. All these lights, while insignificant as it may be, is also set at 5600 Kelvin. So with this one, I actually like to have a warmer tone. I can easily do that in post by adjusting my white balance, but of course, I can do it here and adjust my white balance to maybe about 8000 Kelvin. All right, let's go, Juana. Oh, beautiful. Now that it gave it a warmer tone, don't you think it looks so much better? All right, Juana, one more. And I think we're missing something. Maybe you could add a flower to your outfit. I love your outfit so much, Juana. Let's put in a flower now. Okay, Juana, here. Hold on to it like that. Maybe you could look this way. There. Fantastic. Such a cute little model. That's perfect, Juana. That's beautiful. Maybe you could bring your flower down lower. There. Nice. How nice. You're so pretty, Juana. Who do you look like? Yes, you look like mommy, of course. You look fantastic like mommy. Look there. Up too much. Go back there. And smile. And you pose like mommy too. Beautiful, Juana. All right. Okay, thank you very much, little girl. You can go there now. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. She was a fantastic model, don't you think? And check it out. After you're done shooting with this, all you have to do is hold it here and here, lift this up, and you could fold it, and it's this small, easy for you to take around. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please do subscribe to the channel, and while you're at it, click that notification bell. Now, if you have any questions with regards to this video, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And by the way, I'll put a link to this product in the description below. So if you want to see the output of this particular shoot, feel free to check out my social media channels, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, all at Jiggie Alejandrino. Okay? Till the next video.